those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against John Wall and the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, no question they'll be amped for that one, eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
And now the Washington Wizards starters. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kispert. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Raul Neto. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Reggie Jackson out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. And these teams have both been hit by the injury bug, Grant. Just an unfortunate part of the game.
Yeah, and it always will be. I mean, teams making strides with prevention and recovery, but the game is just too intense and too demanding to avoid them.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Here's Kuzma. And no good. Great D that time from Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Takes a 13-footer. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Caldwell-Pope from 9 feet out. Porzingis misses.
One challenge for Kristaps Porzingis has been his health, because over the course of his young career, he's missed about a quarter of the schedule to injury.
Shoots from 12. It's not going to go for him. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Back to Mann. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jackson. Puts it up from 15. On the break. Here's Kispert. Batum pulls it in.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
And Doris, throughout the league's history, a lot of players well over 7 feet tall have dealt with leg issues.
Yeah, in fact, even after the Knicks drafted Porzingis, if you recall, the front office questioned how he'd hold up. But boy, KP has put a lot of work into strengthening that lower body, getting down in the stands to hold ground and protect himself a little bit.
Glad to get that out of the way. Now, maybe these teams will settle down that they finally got a bucket on the board.
All right, fans, get on your feet, make some noise for T-shirt time.
So both teams making some changes here.
Right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers spirit. Give them a hand, fans. That's your Clippers.
Washington with the ball. Looking for their first basket of the game. Smith no good.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Pass to Jackson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. 6 on the shot clock. And Bryant pulls it down.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Down low. And that one's good. Bryant.
What power inside by Thomas Bryant. Boy, don't mess with this guy.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Kristaps Porzingis, an all-star in 2018. He talked about his summertime work to get back to that level.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
Grant, you see the work he's put in to strengthen his frame.
I mean, he really has, B.A. At 7'3", tremendous length. Putting on that suit of armor, so to speak, can help him withstand the rigors of this game.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Terrence Mann. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Coffey in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And a full 4 years of college play, Grant, makes Corey Kispert something of a rarity in the modern league.
And I'm glad you brought that up, B.A., because, you know, that time really paid off for him. He only got better over those seasons, becoming even more confident of a marksman.
Now here's Hachimura. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Kispert. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Clippers. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Man, that one's good, man.
You can see they're starting to find their rhythm now. After a tough first quarter, they look much sharper.
Hachimura sets a screen. Minute 32 left in the first half. Avdia attacking. Soft touch off the glass. We've got 1:23 left to play in the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Kispert. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Washington, Corey Kispert. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. A big group substitution here for Washington. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Bryant. Gafford comes in for Hachimura. Kuzma's checked in for Avdia. And it's Smith in for Neto. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Kennard. Over Kispert. Kennard can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
There's a screen. Banked it in off the glass.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Wizards out in front, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Raptors. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Close matchup. Should be a good battle.
And let's look back on a close game so far. The Wizards won't be able to relax in the second half.
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you solid. That's no. They're playing, they're focused, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
So on the floor for the Wizards, Raul Neto out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Kispert in at small forward.
Marcus Morris.
And he makes a first.
There's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Neto. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. On the take. They get it again. And so here are the Clippers. Pass to Batum. Jackson outside. Here's Mann. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Here's Kispert. Kuzma for 3.
2 minutes remaining.
The rebound by Mann.
2 minutes.
And it's the Clippers ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. Zubats with a screen on Kuzma. The shot that time not on target.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. 44 seconds left to play in the third. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. So both teams changing it up here. Four on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go. Jackson's gotten his first points in this one.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Neto. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's the pick. Here's Kuzma. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Wizards up by 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Come on, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Jackson outside. Covington, a screen on Smith. The drive by Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, he's been in big moments before, and this experience helps Jackson deliver for his squad like theirs.
Now here's Hachimura. Smith right side. Hachimura in the post. Batum's on him. Smith no good. The Clippers trail. Kennard outside. Picked by Covington. To tie it up. Kennard can't get it to go. The Wizards have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Covington finds Jackson. Up and over Smith. Jackson can't get it to go. The Wizards shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Smith outside. Pass to Bryant. Coffey grabs the board. The Clippers shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Here's Jackson. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Smith outside. To the middle. Here's Bryant. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. Your Clippers pick.
So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Gafford. Kuzma comes in for Bryant. Kispert's checked in for Hachimura. And Neto is subbed in for Smith. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He was pumping them up, trying to rally them, saying, quote, "This game is ours. Don't back off now. Force mistakes with our defense. Work quickly at the offensive end and just keep attacking." Looking for a late burst, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Porzingis. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Back to Neto. Porzingis sets a screen. Neto attacking. He connects!
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Which Lana section wants a t-shirt? Your Clippers pick. Let's get loud
Jackson on the wing. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Off target from the baseline, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
19 seconds left in the fourth, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul. Shooting for Washington, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Pass to man, fires the 3. Rebound Washington, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Ivica Zubac. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Raul Neto. At the line for 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3, it's good from beyond the arc.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And so it's Washington who scrapes by with the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.